In the heart of northern Pakistan, lies one of the most remote and fascinating valleys in Asia, Shimshal. Until recently, almost no one had heard of this valley, and its inhabitants were one of the most isolated communities in the country. The valley is reached by what is likely the most extreme road in Pakistan, the Shimshal Valley Road. Our journey begins on the famous Karakoram Highway, which is one of the highest roads in the world. We turn off the road near the village of Pasu. From there, the road winds through a narrow gorge, alongside the turbulent Shimshal River. This route is only for experienced drivers, and four-wheel drive vehicles. There are many suspension bridges along the route. Their wooden decks bend and sway as vehicles cross them. Right at the very beginning, we come across a police station. Every foreigner is required to register here. The lower part of the road is frequently flooded by the Shimshal River. During the melting season, the water level rises so high that the road sometimes disappears under the water. This road has an interesting history. Until recently, there was no road at all. To reach from the village to the main route of Karakoram, people had to trek for 3 days, covering 56 kilometers through rushing rivers, landslides, and paths carved into the rock. This dangerous journey was made only by those who really had to. Horses or donkeys could be used for transport. The valley was so inaccessible that in the past, the authorities of Hunza, instead of sending criminals to prison, exiled them to Shimshal. For many years, the residents demanded that a road be built. However, local authorities proposed relocating them to other, more accessible valleys. The community refused to abandon their valley. Finally, the people of Shimshal took matters into their own hands. Although it looks like a marvel of engineering, the Shimshal Valley Road was built without the involvement of major companies or government support. It was built by the valley's residents themselves, with their own hands, over a period of 18 years. For nearly 2 decades, the women looked after their families and households, while the men, with the help of explosives and equipment provided by the Aga Khan Foundation, crushed the rocks, step by step building a road to a better future. Sadly, 3 locals lost their lives during the construction. The opening of the road in 2003 ended the valley's centuries-long isolation. In some places, the road has been carved into almost vertical rock walls, even 700 meters above the floor of the canyon. Rockfalls occur here every day, making constant repairs necessary. The route is incredibly scenic. There are no safety barriers on this road. Here, driver error means certain death in the river below. It's impossible to retrieve the body, or whatever was left of the vehicle. What's worse, this road is covered with snow for 7 to 8 months a year. This road is only wide enough for a single vehicle. When two cars meet, one of them has to back up, sometimes for many kilometers. Currently, covering the 56 kilometers of this road takes 3 hours, or 4 hours with breaks for taking photos. The village has its own hydroelectric power plant, which is operational from June to October. The water freezes during the rest of the year. Nowadays, the valley is also supplied with electricity from solar panels. Nearby, the Black Mulungutty Glacier ends its journey. Meltwater from the glacier significantly feeds the Shimshal River. Pakistan has over 7,200 glaciers, more than anywhere else, outside the polar regions. There are 4 settlements in the valley: Farmanabad, Aminabad, Center Shimshal, and Khazarabad. The inhabitants are the Waqi people, and they speak the Waqi language. They practice Ismaili Islam, a liberal form of Shia Islam. Around 2,000 people live in the valley. Until recently, the residents were isolated from the outside world. As a result, a unique philanthropic social system called Nomus developed here. This system is based on the obligation of mutual support and sharing. Wealthier individuals sponsor the construction of bridges, trails, and even education for the less affluent. The village is also supported by the Aga Khan Foundation, the spiritual leader of the Ismailis, which finances projects such as the expansion of irrigation channels and the development of tourism. The valley is situated at an altitude of 3,100 meters. It is home to Pakistan's best high-altitude mountaineers. The local guides and porters who support high-altitude expeditions are highly valued. They have earned recognition for both their physical fitness and their exceptional knowledge of the mountains. Tourism is developing rapidly. Ghost houses are being built, and trekking trails have been created. There is also a climbing school here. Although access to the outside world has become easier, the inhabitants are still largely self-sufficient. They grow wheat, barley and potatoes, and they also raise goats, sheep, cows and yaks. In summer, they harvest apricots and apples. The valley has been connected to the mobile phone network since 2016. Our driver, who comes from Shimshal, invited us to his sister's house. They prepared a traditional meal for us. It was a wonderful opportunity to experience local life firsthand. The homes and customs here are quite different from what we are used to. The return to the Karakoram highway is, of course, only possible via the same route.
After 5 years, this all green.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We make a water channel at the field. The bridge is dancing.
Yeah, dancing bridge.